Message from MacMickey, I will try and calm the passengers, BRB.
I like it.
Arrived at 21,783.
Tell them everything's
First
gonna be
visit.
alright.
Jump distance 40.2 light years.
Fuel
Total of
saving.
1 star and 9 planets in the system.
That's correct. Ah, yes, you know the saying in my family, right? I want to die peacefully in my sleep, like my grandfather, not screaming in abject terror of the passengers of his crashing plane.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Scoop 5.57 tons of fuel, leaving level at 25.09 tons.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Message from MacMickey, I tried to sacrifice the ship to the Thorgoid, and he didn't even want me. He came to my ship, saw I was nearly out of fuel and laughed as it flew away me. Arrived at Hyades Sector A5-YC-15. First visit, jump distance 40.0 light years.
Fuel scooping.
Total of 1 star and 0 planets in the system.
What are you saying? They have no lungs and no ability to expel air through a vibrating pair of membranes? Come on, surely they do. Well, yeah, but you can still expel fluid through a vibrating membrane and make a noise.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yep. Exactly. Why not?
Refueled 4.45 tons of fuel. Fuel level is now 24.82 tons.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeoman ran breaking booze. I'm envious. My yeoman ran so I can
Hyades
help
Sector
him that way.
YG-CP0. First visit, jump distance 40.1 light years.
Fuel scooping.
Message from MacMickey, how long have you two been part of the Elite Dangerous Horizon? Total of 3 stars and 2 planets in the system.
More than a year. More than 2 years, because we started playing in 2014 when it was Elite Dangerous before it was Horizons.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
That's just before, actually. Pretty
Frameshift
sure.
drive charging.
Scoop 4.27
Yeah, like
tons
6
of fuel,
months or
leaving
less
level at
before.
24.34 tons.
But you, Mac, you never played the 1984 version, did you?
4,
I did. I played that on my Amiga. That's what makes this such a thrill for me. Like reliving my childhood. Almost like you and, what's the name of that?
Arrived at Hyades Sector TE-PV6-2. First visit,
Ow.
jump distance 38.8 light years.
The thing we were going to
2
play,
stars
it
and
turned
0
out to be
planets
such
in the
a
system.
sad. No, the multiplayer D&D like on the coastline. Yes, Baldur's Gate. It's kind of like
Scoop 2.66 tons of fuel. Fuel level is now 22.63
was that Yeoman
tons.
Ram thing? Okay. Well, surely you have something similar in your past.
Message from MacMickey.
I guess
I
it
am
would
glad you
be
two
like,
are alive. How do I pay you for the fuel?
Pencil and paper thing.
Arrived at
that we
Hyades
were
Sector
playing about a year and a half, 2 years.
WD-1-76. First visit, jump distance 39.6 light years.
Fuel scooping.
Total of 2 stars and 5 planets in the system.
Nearby.
Message from MacMickey, LOLP.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wouldn't say exactly nearby, but Mac just happened to have a ship handy that he was very close to that goes in big chunks of
Fuel
distance.
scoop disengaged.
About 7
Frameshift
jumps for
drive
you.
charging.
Hoppin' John was doing about, what, 7 jumps to get there?
Scoop 5.84 tons of fuel. Fuel level is now
Yeah, but I mean,
23.94
total
tons.
was like 7, I think, right? So that's 7 or 8. Maybe optimally it might work out as 9 or 10 or 11, but if you could get an optimal jump on every leg, you can get so it's fast to refuel between jumps. That's fun.
Arrived at Flight A Sector
Count to
KC-BP3-2.
10
First
and you're
visit.
done, or
Jump
actually
distance
less.
32.7 light years.
Fuel
Total of 2 stars and 0 planets in the system.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Mm-hmm.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, I could sit here and stare at Wolf 1421 all day long.
Scoop
It's still going to be
3.39
50
tons
days
of fuel.
away unless I
Fuel
pull
level
the
is now
super jump button.
24.46 tons.
4, 3, 2,
Oh yeah, I was gonna jump. Oops.
Message from MacMickey. I greatly appreciate it, guys. I have learned my lesson. I took off my scoop to add a passenger cabin and forgot to put one back on.
Yeah. Flying without a school, without a fuel scoop
18,176. Second visit.
is
Jump
risky.
distance
You can
12.6
do
light
it,
years.
and it's great if you're
Total of 3
like
stars and 1 planet in the
hanging
system.
out in a tight little group of systems, like if you're up around Lave and you're jumping through all those systems up there. It's easy peasy. But if you're going cross country, so to speak, you must have a fuel scoop, or be very religious about finding stations to refuel in. The route plotter will warn you about. It'll draw a line and it'll show you it'll go dotted instead of solid, and that shows you where that's as far as you can go
fuel scoop disengaged.
with your current tank of fuel.
Frameshift drive charging.
So if you look at the route planner, yeah,
Scoop 3.95 tons of fuel, leaving level at 28.13
wing
tons.
beacon.
4,
I
3,
have to explain that. I think Mackie said they were new. Under options, right underneath the magazine.
Arrived at 19,669. First visit. Jump distance 20.2 light years.
fuel scoop
Total of 2 stars and 0 planets in the system.
fuel scooping complete.
Message from MacMickey. Lights are
Oh,
on.
it's tenths of a ton, I think. It's 1,000. It's 1,000 pounds. It's 1,000 pounds per unit. Decaton, deciton. I forget. Anyway, I looked it up. It was basically like a tenth of a ton. Then there was all this argument about, well, what kind of tons are we talking about? U.S. tons, British tons, imperial, metric, what?
Message from MacMickey. I'm in an ASP Explorer.
Oh, I have one of those. I love that ship. Mac doesn't like it. He thinks it's ugly, but I think it's beautiful because it's so flexible. And it can be tuned really well.
Message from MacMickey. I used the T6 for a long time. Smiley face.
Yeah.
Exiting Super Cruise. Arrived at Star.
Done a lot of cargo.
19,669.
Maybe we'll get you to come with us on our next exploration gig. Make a whole wing out of it. Just gets hard to schedule. Can't hurt. I don't know. I don't think so,
Message
but
from MacMickey.
yeah,
Thanks,
you just
guys.
have to sidle up alongside and target them and launch a limpet, and then yeah, maybe
Message
have
from
them open
MacMickey.
their cargo hook,
Passengers
but
on
I
flight.
doubt it.
Programming limpet drill.
Good might as well open yours too, just in case. I don't know. But I would imagine it just carries a ton of fuel over there and attaches to her fuel port and pumps it in and then goes poof. I don't think it comes back for another trip. But I haven't done it, so hope you're taking video.
Programming liquid drone. Transferring fuel.
Message from Magmaki, fuel increasing.
Programming liquid drone.
That is a good sign.
Transferring fuel. Programming liquid drone. Transferring fuel.
Message from Magmaki, how close is the nearest starbase?
Programming liquid drone. Transferring fuel. Programming liquid drone.
I guess if you have to, you can follow them along a few jumps and just refuel them at each jump. I'd be able to. I don't know, I thought that was something that was coming up
Programming
as
liquid
opposed to
drone.
current.
Transferring fuel.
Oh, cool. If you have enough materials, yeah. Yeah, one? I don't know. No, it's not too bad. Nickel and iron are cheap if you have plenty. I am still 5 jumps away from Moffat. Just to go get a decent ship.
Message from Magmaki, I wrote to Frontier and asked Tom that since so many CMDRs have over a billion CR, why now allow us to buy and build bases to be places on land on the many landable planets? There are so many planets out here.
Well, I think the ones that are under repair are still somewhat usable. I think you can get gas and possibly even repairs at them. Probably a couple of jumps. Maybe 3 for Magmaki if she hasn't got a highly tuned environment.
Message from Magmaki, give me a minute.
It's in your panel 4 and under functions. So that panel on the right hand side, it'll be
Message
right
from
underneath your
Magmaki,
ship
I
name.
have to turn my drive and thrusters back on. Synthesis of Lopit basic performed.
Yep, maybe. Think about that. I'm just saying, use all your limpets up and fill her up as much as you can. Worst case scenario, you just gotta go build or buy some more limpets.
Programming limpet drone. Transferring fuel.
You can jump away and get more limpets and come back probably in a heartbeat from where you are.
Programming limpet drone. Transferring fuel.
Message from Magmiki. How do I find my fuel again?
You can just, your fuel or your jump range. Jump range is panel 4 under functions on the left hand side right under your ship name.
Message from Magmiki. Jump range.
Yeah, that's the panel on the right hand side. Sub panel functions, left hand side of that panel,
Transferring
right
fuel.
under your ship name.
Message from Magmiki.
Oh,
25.37.
that's not bad. So that's like what, 2 jumps? Probably make that 2 jumps. Maybe 3. Yeah. Oh,
Message sent to Magmiki.
you could try efficient routing. It'll be more jumps, but it'll use a lot less fuel. I always forget about that. You can target it. It'll tell you if your wing
Message
is
from
capable or
Magmiki.
not.
OK1 SEC. Smiley face.
Give you an error and say wing can't make it. Ooh, that's got a big exclusion zone. Oh, I bumped into a, not literally, but I jumped into a system with a white dwarf this morning, or this afternoon, earlier today. And I was like, oh look, it's a white dwarf. I wonder how big the exclusion zone is. And so I just nudged my throttle forward and I was like, oh, the green ring fills my screen, stop! Even though it was way off in the distance, I was like, that's the most enormous exclusion zone I've ever seen. I've got 1.5 jump boost off of it. That's what I should have done. I should have done Jumpium. I wonder if you can use Jumponium
Message
and...
from Magmiki. 3 jumps.
Yeah, cool. Or does it get to be a dotted line
Message
on
from
that third
Magmiki.
jump?
Solid. Smiley face.
HR puffin stuff.
Message from Magmiki. You guys are we the best. Thanks. Message from Magmiki. Thanks again guys.
Cannot comply. Brake shift drive charging.
Well, you know, my little dolphin might make a nice rescue ship.
4, 3, 2,
Got a big jump and plenty of range for lots of stuff. And wow! Speaking of being out of gas, whoop! Somehow I got down to fumes here.
Arrived at Flight A Sector 8L-YD64. First visit. Jump distance 19.7 light years.
Fuel scooping.
Total of 2 stars and 0 planets in the system.
Come escort me next. That would have been funny.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
F tank cooling off. Doing it again.
Scoop 2.15 tons of fuel, leaving level at 20.86 tons.
Such a small tank.
4, 3, 2,
Purdy. It's Purdy out there.
Arrived at 18,502. First visit. Jump distance 20.8 light years.
fuel
Total of 2
scooping.
stars and 10 planets in the system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Scoop 4.2 tons
Did
of
you
fuel.
just,
Fuel level is now
despool your
24.8
drive?
tons.
I just got overheated a little bit there. Aren't you in your DBX? How could you possibly get overheated?
Populated. Jump distance 14.3 light years. System controlled by Merrivy Expeditionary Fleet in State 9.
Open what then?
Total of 2 stars and 17 planets in the system.
Oh, you spun up your jump drive too close to the star. Okay. It's not about opening the vents too close.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Refueled 3.09 tons of fuel. Fuel level is now 26.91 tons.
Yeah, don't go there. That's very challenging to land at, and only the best commanders can pull it off. I don't know. Well, it's not 5 or 6G. I hear about,
Message
but
from
I've heard
Magniki. Headed to Indra.
some of the
Smiley
commanders
face.
talk about landing on very high gravity worlds, and they're like, yeah, we don't recommend it unless you're really skilled. Or you have really good thrusters. Actually, I think part of the problem is a lot of those stories you hear are from people who were on one of those big long exploring missions, and so they have really, really lightweight, low-power thrusters, and then they try to land on a 6G world, and their thrusters just aren't up to it. Go through all sorts of shenanigans trying to boost their way off the ground. Yes, I do. Hey. I made it back to Open. It's just, all the time that you've been doing that has taken me to make the trip, the half the distance trip to Open. Yeah. I just arrived. I only got 20 light year jump in this beast. Well, 21.5 light year jump. Why am I taking heat damage? Oh, God. No, it's this stupid voice activated thing. Hope I don't blow up. It sets my throttle to 0 at random when I'm not looking, and so I'm sitting here and I've got my throttle all the way firewalled at the top, and I'm not moving, and I'm like, what is going on? Computer, yeah.
Message from Magniki. I will have to park here.
Computer.
MTL engines off. STL
Visions of Scotty
Arrived
talking
at
to
station.
me.
The Indra.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, that took some
Ready to
damage,
engage.
didn't I? No need. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I got some modules down as far as 95% for that. Stupid sustained.
FTL engines
Disable
on.
that voice
STL
command.
engaged. Arrived at station.
Hardly get any use out of it. It's always messing with me. I can have my mic turned off, hard switch off, so there's literally no noise coming in, and it'll say, "Oh, throttle's at 50%." I'm like, where did that come from?
Message from Magmickey. I gotta head to bed once I land.
All right.
Commander, confirmed for landing pad 5.
Yeah. Even though I wasn't there, I enjoyed it.
Message from Magmickey. You guys rule.
Vicariously, thank you.
Landing
I may
gear
just call it a
activated.
night too. Effectively, it's 11.
Dock at the interim. Make a ship time. This is a high-tech station.
Did you get your stuff turned in at least? Got your 600,000 or whatever minimum. Very good, sir. You need to go to an ice ring and mine up 1 ton of lithium hydroxide. Take that out there and get 600,000 for it. Yeah. You can just take the 1 ton of osmium, samarium, or lithium hydroxide. You'll qualify for the base tier of the community goal and get 600,000. By the way, Magmickey, that's a very quick way to get some money once a week, especially if you're just starting out. Is go just tap a community goal, do one, just do the minimum. And if you're worried about combat, don't do the combat one. Just take some cargo somewhere, get 1 ton in, and you're going to get at least 500,000 credits out of it. Income for very little work. There's my dinger. Dinger says go to bed. I always ignore it, but at least I have a reminder that it's getting late. Have to go buy me a python.
Message from Magmickey. I have done a few of those. I like the cargo missions, but guys would attack me and destroy my ship when I am trying to deliver my goods.
Yeah, so if you have trouble with that, do it solo and just take your cargo in, and all you have to worry about then are the NPCs, which are pretty survivable once you learn how to evade interdiction. Yeah, you can be in solo and do the community goal just fine. I've done it many a time that way to avoid the griefers. It's the players that decide they want to kill you for fun that are the real annoyance in that particular scenario. So.
Message from Magmickey. My T6 was a sitting duck.
Well, like I said, you only have to take a tiny little bit of cargo, so you don't have to use a big old T6. You
Message
can
from
just use
Magmickey. I did manage to
a
beat one guy.
Sidewinder or something. What do you think I just did, Mac?
Message from Magmickey. I blew him
Besides
up in my
gaining
T6 and
400
only had
credit
1%
fine.
hull LOL.
That's awesome. That's the best win. Oh, somebody's going to rack up a little exploration data. You'll be a while getting back. Are you just going to bloop them and go? Honk them. I always at least detail scan the star so it shows up nicely in EDSM logs.
Message from Mac Mickey. He tried to
And
ram
then
me, but I had military
he tried to
grade.
ram you. Yeah, military grade's kind of a misnomer now. Apparently it just means heavy. It's not really particularly special. It's light, medium, and heavy. And then the specialties. That's
Message
good
from
stuff.
Mac Mickey. Thanks again for the help.
Sure, anytime.
Landing gear retracted.
Message from Mac Mickey. If I get my hull engineered, would it be better?
A little bit. That's the hardest, one of the hardest ones. Get your jump drive and your shields, yep.
Frameshift drive charging.
Engineering's worth it. It's not that hard.
Message from Mac Mickey. I am new to this ASP. Message from Mac Mickey.
Start
I
with
missed my
that.
T6. She was a tank.
Yeah, you could make that Aspen a Justice tank. Flexible. Yep.
Arrived at Flight A sector.
And it can be tanky, and it can be.
43.
It's
First visit.
not only is it
Jump distance
flexible, but it
36.8
actually
light years.
fills any role pretty
Total of
well.
2 stars
Not
and 6 planets
perfectly,
in the
but
system.
very well.
Message from Mac Mickey.
Yeah, that was a
Have a
little
great night, my
expensive.
friends. My passengers salute you both. Scan Star Pleiades Sector 1R-WD1-43A, Yellow Main Sequence G-Star, 2,927 credits, habitable zone 419 to
What stupid thing did you do
835 light
today?
seconds, age 2.02 million
Tried
years.
to fly into Oppet without getting clearance, as usual.
Refueled 3.83 tons of fuel, leaving level at 32 tons.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Colonia. Yep.
Message from Mac Mickey. I look forward to flying with you soon. I owe you guys one. Don't be shy to call if you
Yeah,
need a bit of help.
places
I'll even bring
in
a full
Colonia,
scoop.
so to
Smiley
speak, in
face.
the Colonia region. Yes, there's lots of those floating around out there. They're really annoying. Like, okay, whenever you see a courier
Jump
mission
distance
and it's like
41.3 light
22
years.
million,
fuel
just
skipping.
Total
like,
of 2 stars
okay,
and 5
no
planets in
problem.
the system.
Oh man, those are the worst. Because they don't even pay good enough to be worth it to go out there. Even if you stacked up 20 of them, right, which is the limit, and you get 20 million, that's still, is that really enough to be worth it to fly all the way to Cologne and back? It's like a week journey.
Refueled 5 tons of fuel. Fuel level is now 31.92 tons. Scan Star Pleiades Sector ON-TC3-16A, Orange Main Sequence K-Star,
How far down did it knock your
2,909
rank?
credits, habitable zone 185 to 369 light seconds, age 10.83 billion years.
Yeah. Ouch. Didn't realize it could knock you down that far. You must have had a bunch of them. Wow.
Frameshift drive charging.
It took you from ally down into friend or all the way down to cordial. Wow. Yeah, it's a headache.
4, 3, 2,
You guys were trying to pull a fast one on me. I'm not having it. Obviously you proved you were that kind of chump, at least for a little while, before you woke up.
Arrived at Ione Sector
time, coffee before
HG-XB1-1.
mission.
First visit, jump distance 40.4 light years. Total of 2 stars and 0 planets in the system.
Our pleasure.
Scan star Hyade Sector HG-XB1-1A, red main sequence M star, 2,889 credits, habitable zone 21 to 43 light seconds,
then don't
age
lie to Mac.
268 million years.
Fuel skipping complete.
Oh, I don't think Mackie realizes she's sending me direct messages now.
Fuel 4.81 tons of fuel, leaving level at 32 tons.
Matt can't see those because you sent them direct to me instead of to the wing. If you hit the tab key while you're on that conversation panel, it will toggle through the targets. I just found that out this week. It's a handy thing.
Arrived at Hyade Sector MM-5B2-0, first visit, jump distance 39.5 light years. Total of 1 star and 6 planets in the system. Message from Magmeki, is this on?
Yes, that's better.
Scan star Hyade Sector
That Mac can see it
MM-5B2-0, red main sequence M star, 2,898 credits, habitable zone 82 to 163 light seconds, age 5.76 million years. Refueled 4.55 tons of fuel, fuel level is now 32 tons. Message from Magmeki, okay, I just wanted OT say thanks guys.
Frameshift drive charging.
Message from Magmeki, have a great night.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Arrived at Hyade Sector 1R-WD1-76, first visit, jump distance 41.3 light years.
Skipping.
Total of 2 stars and 0 planets in the system.
Man, this microphone picks up
Scan
cookie
star
crunching
Hyade Sector
way too well.
1R-WD1-76A, yellow main sequence G
Must
star,
keep myself muted while I'm crunching
2,924
cookies.
credits, habitable zone 359 to 717 light seconds, age 1.25 billion years. Refueled 5 tons of fuel, leaving level at 31.93 tons.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, how much did you spend on your cargo-thon?
Four, three, two,
Anticipate.